Keisha Tony Russell is senior counsel at First Liberty Institute, and she has a new book that has just come out called Uncommon Courage. So today we're going to get the opportunity to speak with her about her book. But first, Keisha, welcome to First Liberty Live at NRB.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with my First Liberty family to talk about my book.
So the title, Uncommon Courage. Tell us, how did you choose that title and what inspired you to write this book?
So really the work that I do here at First Liberty is what inspired me, and my clients inspired that title. You know, I've seen a lot of our clients, Coach Kennedy, Marisol Castro, a lot of our clients, you know, who really had to demonstrate some courage to fight the government in order to protect their religious freedom. So that's why I called the book Uncommon Courage, because I feel like that's what it takes to stand up for your religious freedom.
So as a constitutional lawyer, what are the biggest modern threats to religious liberty in America that people of faith should be aware of today?
So certainly there are a lot of governments that are going to tell you that you can't be outwardly expressive with your faith because of, quote, the separation of church and state, which is not in the Constitution. And certainly that phrase doesn't mean that you have to ban religion from the public square. So that's one of the biggest threats, is the idea that religion should be banished to a broom closet or something like that. And you know, from our case with Marisol Castro, that's exactly what's going on with her, that she was disciplined because she wouldn't take down a crucifix from her personal workspace at school.
So in your book, and I love how you just go through all these topics that people are wondering about and that care about in today's day and age, especially people of faith. So you mentioned the importance of being both compassionate and firm. So how can people of faith avoid coming across as intolerant while standing up for their faith?
Well, I think one of the best ways to do that is to talk to people who you really have some sort of rapport with and avoid fighting with people on social media, right? Like, that's really not going to help. So I feel like building a relationship is the best way, but also being confident in knowing the truth of the Bible, knowing the truth of your own faith, and being able to proclaim that in the way that you feel confident about. But not only that, in a way where you don't feel like you have to belittle or demean anyone who doesn't agree with you.
Okay, and so I know you had to go through the whole process of writing this book. So what was your favorite part of the process, or what was your favorite chapter of the book?
Oh, that's a good one. So my favorite part of the process, I think, was recording the audiobook, which I thought I was going to hate. So I recorded it a couple weeks ago, and I think I was really excited about it, just having my voice, you know, on the book. And I think my favorite chapter is going to be chapter 3. I talk a lot about the work we do at First Liberty, and that chapter is called A Conscience Contrary to Tyranny, which is
a good title.
Yeah, that's my favorite title. So that's a great chapter, I feel like.
So where can people find your book and look for you and your audiobook?
So my audiobook will be available on Amazon and all the places where you can get your audiobooks. And obviously Amazon is the best place to get the book. I also have a website, Keisha Tony with an I, Russell.com, and you can get the book there as well.
Awesome. And what are some final takeaways that you have about your book to share with our viewers today?
So I think one of the main things is that I want Christians and even just Americans to understand how important the Christian religion was to the foundation of America. You know, one of the reasons we have the separation of powers is because the founding fathers understood the Bible's warning about what happens when you give one person too much power. And that is just an understanding that I think we've gotten away from. People don't understand how important the Bible is to the foundation of our country, and they don't respect it. And that's one of the reasons why we're losing a lot of people. So in order to get that back, I think this book is a really good way to do that.
Okay, folks, so you heard it. Uncommon Courage. Check it out on Amazon. Keisha, thank you for your time today. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Peyton. Love you.